Yes, it's never too early to plan for retirement. But as the saying goes, not all size fit all. So some people want to start when they're 50, some people want to start when they're 40, but the best time is to start when you feel it's right to start, folks. As long as you're working, the first thing to come to your mind, folks, is to put away a little money for rainy day. So it can start with a rainy day idea. Put away a little something each time you work for emergency rainy day and forget that you have it there. And so, in that way, you're building up a lifestyle of preparing for your future. Yes, folks. So, the expert will tell you about planning for retirement, and you have to have a certain amount of income coming in and a certain amount going out. But, folks, everything starts with your level of income. It depends on how much you earn and how much you're able to save. Because some people may have a high paying job, lots of money coming in, and they're not able to save anything. I don't know why. Part of it, folks, is because they live in a different lifestyle. So we all have our choices of what kind of lifestyle we're planning to live in. And so, because of the lifestyle, some people are not able to save any money for retirement. But the best thing to start to save for retirement, folks, is to put out your blueprint. You have a blueprint that you can go by, and the blueprint start with the type of lifestyle that you want to live. So the expert will tell you about investing in RRSP and all the other names of these investment that they come up with. But many of them are just saying that based on their experience of income. So we have the low income, we have the middle income, and we have the high income earners. So one blueprint doesn't go for everyone. But when the expert tells you, when you sit into the bank office and they tell you this, they are basing their experience and their counseling and their knowledge on the higher level of incomes. Because the higher income level people can able to put away a large amount in investment, and that is put aside for their retirement. But the middle and low income people that are making very little money, just enough money to go from payday to payday, don't have that kind of money to tie up into investments. And the thing is, it folks, these days investment don't pay nothing. Investment, some of them don't pay anything. It doesn't worth the little interest that you will make on an investment that you deposit into the bank. It doesn't worth the paperwork. So I'm speaking from experience, folks. I remember in the 80s when I was receiving income tax return and I take it to the bank. Of course, I was working, so I could do without that money. And I didn't want to spend it on big luxury items with three children. So I was saving it for future use. And so I would march to the bank with the check and I would deposit. Sometimes it's $1,000 each time I used to get something like that. And I would deposit in the bank and I would be so happy because they were paying 11 and 12% interest earning. Plus, they had that up when the interest goes on that. I forget what they call it. I forget what they call it anyway. It multiplies. The interest had to the principal and that multiplies. So you get more than enough, for the investment. And so every year I would do that. And it adds up and it adds up and it adds up. But these days when you put investment in, you're lucky if you get 3%. You're lucky if you get 3% people. So when you talk about putting away money in RRSP, retirement saving plans, I don't know if it's worthwhile doing that. Unless you're a rich person that has a lot of money and you don't mind just putting it into a safe place. That's all it is to me, folks, is just having it in a safe place. But if you're looking to say you're going to gain a big interest on it, it's not going to work like it used to work so many years before when interests were paid up in large amounts. So that's one thing. And another thing again, folks, if you're planning to save or invest and you have enough money for a small down payment on a little place, that would be a good income investment also for the low income person. Because whether you retire or not, at least you have that little investment property that you have been trying to invest in, and that also could be part of your retirement plan. Even before retirement, you can have that place and you can rent it out, and that income that you get from the rent could be put away into a retirement plan. That is it, folks. If you rent it to reliable sources, reliable people that will actually pay you the rent when it's due. So that's one thing that you can do to prepare for retirement. And another thing that you also do to prepare for retirement is try to live within your means. Cut back on luxury items that you don't really need. Cut back on buying clothes that you don't really need, folks. That some people may have clothes hung in the closet that still has the price tag on it. I know people that do that. They still have, but of course some of them are retired. But for the ones who are planning for retirement, you have to know what you're doing, folks. You have to know, because not one size fit all. What may be good for John Brown may not be good for Mary Brown. So we have to make out our own lifestyle pattern. It's a pattern, folks. You have to have your own pattern. You have to have your own pattern, because you cannot go with another person's pattern. Their lifestyle and your lifestyle are two different things. So you can't be looking over there at John Brown, looking over there at Mary Brown, and think you're going to be able to use their own pattern. This size won't fit, and you'll be in trouble. So this is why, folks, you have to set your own lifestyles and you have to go with your own pattern. So those are just some of the ideas that will help you to plan your retirement. Yes, folks, I've experienced it and I've worked with it. And this is why I'm here today, to share my knowledge and understanding of what planning for retirement is. It's not a big official thing. It's like day-to-day living, how you live today, and what will happen later on when you get older. It's the pattern, folks, the lifestyle pattern that you choose that will help you to reach that place of retirement safely. Safely, that you have a roof over your head and that you're able to pay for that roof over your head and still be able to have normal living conditions. So those are some little things, folks, that I'm coming today to share with you, that planning for retirement is not what you think it is. It's like a day-to-day living, and while you're living, you take it easy and you put away some little money for later on, and not to overdo it, not to hang your basket where you can't reach it. Those are the little things that will help you to reach and to plan for your retirement. So, I don't know if my ideas today will make any sense to you, folks, but if you think about it and listen carefully to what I'm saying, it will get you there. The simple little ideas will get you there. It's just simple, folks. It's not a big official thing that to say, well, this is what a matter of fact, folks, it's not carved in stone. Everyone has their own idea how they want to live while they're working and also while they are retired. And if you take care of your body and still have some energy while you're retired, you can still have a little income coming in. You can still have the energy to go out 1 or 2 days and put in a few hours. And that little money will still come in handy. So you can be retired and still inspired. You're not retired and then sit down at home eating and eating and eating until you get overweight and get too big to move around. You have to be still in shape, folks, because you're going to need that energy to take care of yourself. So, one of the things that my when I work into a retirement home, my ex resident asked me, Mark, when they heard that I was going to retire, they were all quite disappointed that I was leaving them, and some of them asked me, "So, Margaret, who is going to take care of us? Yeah, who is going to take care of us?" I said, "Well, there's enough people that will take care of you. Don't worry yourself." And they said to me, "Margaret, what you going to do? What you going to do with all that time that you're going to have on your hands?" So I said, "I am going to take care of myself." And that's what I've been doing, folks. I've been taking care of myself. It's a big challenge because you got to get up and you got to make your breakfast all by yourself. And you got to turn around and cook your supper all by yourself. And you have to turn around and go to the store, rain or shine, and get your groceries. So that's a big job for an old person that is retired. So you have to maintain your health. You have to maintain your health and stay strong so you're able to go out to the store, get your groceries, clean your house, cook your dinner, go to appointments. Folks, I don't even think it's retirement because all of a sudden you have all these doctor's appointments, got to go to the store and buy your stuff, and you find so much things that you're able to do. So retiring is not quite retiring. It's just like a change of scenery. It's a change from what you normally do to do things that you choose to do, or what you like to do, or your favorite things that you like to do. You get a chance to be able to do them. So, folks, next time I will come back with the second part of how to plan for retirement. So, I made sure I didn't make this one too long so that you will be able to listen to what I'm saying. And next week, I will give more details and more serious steps into planning your retirement. I hope this one didn't bore you.